All right, okay, yeah, this is a great scene. I really like this scene. This is sexy time scene. One of several this season. It's a theme. And action.
I'm glad you're here. I want you here.
I can't get my trousers around my ankles.
God. Oh my God. This is all useful. We're going to use it somewhere. Maybe even in this podcast.
It's going to be a really fun day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We've got a lot of people in the studio. We've got 5, I think, have we? And also Holiday on live on the screen.
Hey, Holly.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, just another day at the office, really.
And also to have Travis in the room.
Television.
Like a conductor.
It's like being in an orchestra pit, right? The council is in the room and Travis has his stick out, right?
Season 3, Impact winner. We're going to start off with the first scene of the first episode, and action. It's hard to tell a unique vampire story because there's been so many. So the bird's eye view of Impact winner is there's been a comet impact. It's thrown up a lot of dust, blocked out the sun. In the absence of sunlight, vampires have overrun the world. But our story is very small. Our story is really just about these 2 sisters, one of whom now is a vampire and the other is falteringly finding her way into being kind of a hero.
It's not me, and there's nothing I can do!
Hope is, she's quite ballsy. She takes good care of her family and her friends. She's badass. Yeah.
I love that the main characters are sisters. That is so important to show that beautiful, deep, family-loving connection.
You found a hell of a family there.
Any family of mine is yours. I think that's like a real important thread throughout. It kind of like grounds, I'd say, the plot in a way, having something that is really relatable for everybody.
It's about times of hardship and how it's okay to need people. I think the vampire story, it's always been compelling to me. Do you want to live forever and have special powers? Yeah, sure. Why not? Absolutely. There's only one answer to that question.
Yes, I would be a vampire.
Would you risk becoming a blighter, though?
Oh, good question.
It's over. Can't you see that?
It's basically 3 types of vampires, and you don't get to choose which one you are. The top tier are the anointed ones, or what the humans call overlords, and then the middle caste are what the humans call shades, and the lowest caste are the blighters.
I think that blighters sound like...
All right, let's go again from the top. It's Kershian.
What am I saying?
Keshian. It's spelled Keshian.
Why didn't you spell it, Why didn't you write
This is
it?
how they spell the name. It's like a Chinese name. I looked it up, and that's how it's pronounced.
All right, then.
The writing, for me, is a lot of, like, figuring stuff out on the fly.
So she's boiling.
She's boiling, but she's more than that, she's Darcy's doing a lot of talking and getting into Viducia's head. And you're seeing that that's happening. Once you have all the scripts together, then you come here and you start recording.
Yes, sir. We are rolling here. James, are y'all rolling there?
It's then finding out what it's about. And sometimes that doesn't come until you're talking to the actors.
The whoa, I can't say whoa. I feel like that feels quite American to me.
Yeah. No,
Whoa.
that makes sense.
Whoa.
Yeah, yowzas.
Yeah.
Say yowzas.
Okay.
I love working in the audio medium.
She hit her plot well.
Like, you can't lean on action scenes in the ways that a visual medium can. It really has to be more about the characters. It has to be more about the dialogue, about the interplay, and I love writing dialogue. I love writing character stuff. This is why you're my favorite. That's perfect. All right. Oh, shit, Ellie's in here. After that, you go into the editing room and you move the voices around. Is it on this side of the room? Is it on that side of the room? And you drop in the sound effects, you drop in the music, and it starts to really fill in and come together and become kind of a painting in your mind's eye.
It's amazing in post-production, the worlds and epic sounds that you can create.
No, he's the best sound engineer in the world, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what I heard when I got here from him.
I think it's an interesting format, isn't it? having it on through the years, getting lost in a story.
I don't know how they do it. I just know that it sounds good when I hear it.
If there's a sacrifice to be made, it's mine.
You really think it will come to that?
I don't know.
In season 3, we'll be seeing Darcy step into, her role as queen and what that means, and be meeting really a whole other cast of characters. That's this higher, upper tier, of the vampire hierarchy.
Kirshen, welcome back.
Bello. I play Kirshen, the moon. I am part of the council.
Mm-hmm. We both are, yeah.
As is Yor. From the get-go, we understand that she's hiding something. There's something mysterious about her. She's got an agenda of her own. We don't know what it is. Come along. We shouldn't linger.
And on the other end of the thing, we have Hope back at the castle. The winter's getting worse and darker and colder, and Hope wrestling with what that means and what her role in doing something about it might be.
You never thought it was a weird choice of words? The hope of spring?
Cut! Perfect. I mean that as a figure of speech. I would describe my style of directing as, somewhat puckish sometimes. I do like to screw with them every once in a while.
Feeling rather picked on there, Travis.
Yeah, well, get used to it.
He's wicked, Travis. I really love his attention to detail. He'll always give you a lot of context for each scene and each line.
Anybody have any questions about the scene? All right, I tried.
He's a great director, by the way. He really knows how to get that connection, that energy from us.
And give me 3 more, a lower kind of hush to her.
Sister.
Usually when you do voiceover work, you sort of go in on your own and do your part. And so it's really nice to have the luxury of playing off of everybody else's energies. We do move. It's really actually quite embarrassing to look at. No one's watching, so you can just
Travis makes us do some crazy stuff, which is kind of quite amusing.
I love it. I think it's so freeing because it doesn't matter what you look like, you can just go completely wild and really delve into your character.
That's a wrap. Season 3, I mean. Yeah, see you next season. For me, the recording and being with everyone and being with the actors is the fun part. This sort of ties back to the theme of of Impact Winter, where it's about family and it's about coming together.
I gotta tell you, my girlfriend's gonna be so jealous. She's such a Homeland fan, and we loved you in it.
For me, it's just so exciting to be a part of it. I just want people to listen to it because I'm like, hey guys, I'm doing this podcast series with this amazing creator, writer, director.
There's action, there's adventure, there's bloodshed, there's battles, there's all that kind of stuff, but there's beautiful human relationships, which I think is a pretty important message.
It's a fun thriller, but it's also about family and saving people you love and what's really important.
This is the high watermark of the series. Everyone, I think, agrees the best episode of this series so far. You're going to hear it in season 3, and you're instantly going to know which one it is.